Hey, what's up, guys? We're back after final round. We're going to discuss pretty much some of the aftermath, some of the character usage, and of course, we're going to address the elephant in the room. What's going on, Mir, by the way?
Yes. Well, I'm doing fine, I guess,
You're not
considering the
disappointed?
situation.
You know?
Oh, yes, of course I am.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I want to talk about some final round here. It was an excellent tournament, by the way. Very, very good
Yes,
tournament.
I agree.
There's a lot of great matches. We caught up on some of it during the stream. But like I said, if people are clicking this video, I mean, the first thing you're going to want to know is what we think about the fact that Capcom did not give us a real official announcement or update that we've been waiting for. Of course, we got a new stage, but it's far from what we expected. I tried to manage the expectations of the people during my stream, saying like, look, usually if Capcom has an announcement during a tournament, always remember, guys, that they usually tell us right before it happens. They usually say, hey, make sure to check out an announcement during top 8, blah, blah, blah. That didn't happen, so I was already prepared for the worst on Sunday. So, yeah. Okay, so the fact that we have no announcement, Mir, I mean, the most likely next event or time they would say something would probably be during NCR, which is at the end of this month on March 29th, or a blog post before then. But who's going to post a blog post, Mir? They have no one who does that anymore. Anyone doesn't work for Capcom anymore. They don't have a blog post.
Maybe they'll finally teach Ono to use a computer instead of just tweeting. They'll probably make him do something in Capcom Unity. And then we'll have to witness his glorious English, and I can't wait.
Yeah, Capcom's
I
communication.
just want some information, man.
Yeah, oh, I know, man, I know. And, you know, honestly, a lot of this can be simmered down by simply the fact of Capcom saying, like, look, we got a big update for you guys, but it's taking much longer than expected. Please be patient. If they just tweeted that out, dude, I'm sure it would calm a lot of people down. And we just at least know what's up. Because right now, what people are thinking is that there is no update. You know, this is it. This is Season 4. You know?
What people are thinking now is that the ship's sinking. Look, I'm already sleeping with the fishes here. It's like...
Oh, dude, I know. Everyone just kept
underwater.
Dude, on my Twitter, man, everyone just kept on posting pictures of boats sinking. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So, I don't know. It's crazy, but yeah, I mean, you know, for a game like Street Fighter V was built on a game that's supposed to be constantly updated after it's released. It kind of has that kind of style of how they're working on it season by season, and I think this is the longest we've been, Mir, without a real true patch being launched in the game, or a character at least, since the game's launch. I think this is the longest we've waited now, right? Something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, because even at the game's release, we had to wait just a couple of months for Alex.
Yeah.
And this time it's been 3+.
Oh, Alex trailer. Oh, man. Yeah, I forgot about that meme. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I think Capcom should at least say something at this point and just give us a heads up. And we've had so many rumors and data mining and all this stuff. Like, something's got to be coming. Like, the fact that it's taken too long, this long, I mean, it's got to be something big, right? It just has to.
I mean, if you're looking at the facts, is that
yeah,
they're definitely preparing something, and we already knew that. Like, we already knew that something was gonna happen.
Yeah.
The real question is when, and we have no idea when that is because communication is still garbage, and they're not letting us know anything. So that's the problem. I feel it's not too much the fact that we don't know what's coming, because I mean, something's definitely brewing. I just want to know what it is, and it's really, well, I don't know. I'll just go with weird that Capcom hasn't said anything. It'd be in their best interest, you know, like it would keep the audience like interested in their game. That's what they want.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why they're not saying anything, right? It feels counterproductive.
Especially when Division 1 is kicking so much ass right now.
Yeah, like you want to know, like you want people to know that all of your games are doing well.
Yeah.
Including Street Fighter V, even though it's not Division 1. Okay,
They said
sure,
they're gonna
but
do
at least
things
make
differently.
believe.
So they're going to do things differently this year, Mir.
They're definitely not announcing anything if that's what they meant.
We're going to try to do this
Thinking
without
of a
any
long
communication at all. Yeah. Also, like I said, guys, the Field of Fate stage, the classic Alpha stage with the lightning and the grass, is going to be released, I think, on March 26th. I don't know for sure. It's next week. So I look forward to that stage, and I almost feel like, you know, it's kind of strange them just releasing a single stage out of the blue, but nothing else. It's kind of like, either there's going to be more going to be released at some point on the 26th with this stage, and we're going to get a blog post pretty soon, maybe even today by the time you guys see this video, or they're just trying to take stuff out from the upcoming patch to buy time to make it not look like Street Fighter V is completely stale right now on content. Like, they're just giving us little tidbits of the patch, right? They're like, well, let's just give them the stage now, you know? So, I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
We definitely haven't been missing, like, costumes or stages, right? That kind of, those kind of updates, we definitely got plenty. But it's definitely not what we're looking for, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Alright, let's talk about the good stuff, right? Let's talk about some final round.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes.
like I said, it was a great tournament. It was so stacked, man. It was so stacked.
It was.
So many
good
players
play.
from around the world were there, man. Dude, and when you have a stacked tournament like this, just some legends are gonna fall. It's just the way it is. You're gonna get bopped in pools, and the pools themselves, honestly, some of those brackets were like top 16 brackets in some tournaments. So
Yeah.
this was a big major. I'll list some notable names that got bopped, but I'm not gonna list all of them because it's seriously, guys. It was like 90% of notable players got bopped in pools. So Daigo, we didn't even get to see him on stream. Got bopped.
Yeah.
He went 4-2. He lost to Fudo and Brian F. And I don't even know what character Daigo used. I'm assuming he was using Guile, right?
Yeah.
I really think he should try out Ryu.
It's what would make most sense for him, considering all the experience he has with the character.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it's the beginning of the season. He should at least experiment, right? He should at least try like another
And then maybe we'll sandbag you, or maybe it just sucks, who knows?
Dude.
It's one of the two.
It's a little too late to be sandbagging at this point, man, because he was already using Guile during the Street Fighter League. Another notable player who got bopped was Fudo, went 4-2. I'm actually very surprised by this. This is a giant upset because Fudo is one of my favorites this year to be Capcom Cup winner, actually, already, just because of the insane buffs from Birdie's V-Trigger 2. Fudo lost to Gamer B and Tampa Bison. Tokido got bopped super early. A very,
It's funny,
very
it's funny you
insane
said
match.
super.
Yeah, he lost 4-2. He lost game. Tokido lost the cool kid. He got hit by 3 wake-up supers, man. 3 wake-up supers.
Hey man, you don't expect it from a character without wake-ups, okay?
Oh, yeah, I guess. But, I mean, that's something you have to accept, man. That's the thing about these crazy, huge tournaments. You could be this pro and you could just be one of the best, but you're going to get bopped in pools because you just don't know what to expect and you have such a little time to adapt, right?
Man, as Seijan would say, sucks to suck, you know, next time block.
Yep, it's
So,
that's just how it
so that's the lesson that he's going home with.
is. Tokido also lost to Bonchan. Yeah. And speaking of Bonchan, I don't think he used Sagat. I think he used Kainin all the way, but someone could correct me if I'm
I
wrong.
think he beat him with Sagat. That's what I heard, at least.
Oh, okay. I'm sure someone in the comments will let us know. It doesn't show what characters they use in the brackets, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, Problem X, another notable player, of course, Evil Champion, went 4-2 as well, lost to Knuckle Dew and Cyril Blast, representing Canada.
Zero blasted.
Good job, Cyril Blast. You Cyril blasted Problem X. Good stuff.
Yes.
Strange pop-off, though. Don't really agree.
Yeah, it was very unique.
Yes. Yes, it was. Anyways, Luffy also got bopped. Went 2-2, lost to Shine and Hot Dog. That's crazy Bison player. And Shine used Ibuki. And also Knuckle Dew didn't really get bopped. He went 5-2. That's not really getting bopped, but you know, Knuckle Dew lost. He lost to Crazy MOV
Yes.
and Crazy Nemo. Poor guy had to go against the 2 craziest players in the tournament.
Yes.
You would agree.
They basically are. I was thinking about someone crazier than.
You're thinking about something that you can safely say on YouTube, so we don't get bopped.
Maybe he's Zero Blast, but he'll come for me if I say that. So
Okay.
no, let's just say that they were the 2 craziest ones.
Yeah, man. Okay, okay, let's go straight to top 8. Let's go straight to top 8 now. Now, let's talk about the character usage here, Mir. So in top 8, we had a big variety of characters. Only one double. The double was Karin, used by both Johnny and Punk. And then we had Zeku, who was used by Momochi. One Balrog, Brian F. One Rashid, Oil King. One M Bison, which was Tampa, right?
Yes.
one Ibuki from Shen, and one Colleen / Cammy from CJ Truth. So we had no Giles, no Minots, half of a Cammy, no Birdies, no Akuma. What say you?
Yeah. Well, our usual Akuma representation in top 8 is given by Tokido.
What about Haitani?
Yeah, and I was just about to say. And then other notable Akuma players usually sneak their way in top 8.
Yes.
Now, Akuma didn't really get nerfed, so I can't explain this, except that they're drowned in pools.
Yes.
So, yes. Cammy definitely interesting that's not, that didn't...
A
reach top
giant
8,
decline in Cammys. A giant one.
Menat, we've seen Jay Wong and Sako play Menat, and I mean you can see the nerfs.
Oh,
for
you
sure.
can really see the nerf mirror on that V trigger. They don't even want to. You saw Sako didn't want to use V reversal, and that's bad news bears for Menat. Man,
I was just about
that
to say,
nerf hitter. Yeah.
Especially for Sako, who was so reliant on V trigger, right, because of his crazy execution.
Yes.
All the setups. You could see how much it affected his play. Jay Wong was content on spamming standing heavy punches. Not as good as before, but it's still good.
Yeah.
So, father time, as they say.
Yeah.
Time is on his side.
What about Giles, man? No Giles?
Yeah, I don't know. Gal's still a good spot, I would think. Especially when you compare it to the other characters that reached top 8, right? Like,
right.
Balrog or Zeku. I mean, they're good characters, but they're definitely not, top 5 material. Or at least I don't think so. So, I don't know. It's interesting that Gal didn't reach it. I don't know. Maybe not enough robbery factor anymore. Who knows?
I'm surprised there wasn't that many birdies. I would expect, like, 1,000,000 birdies, man. Like, V-Trigger 2 is so abusable. I mean, birdie's not that hard to pick up, you know? So, very surprised.
Fudo died in pools. So did Minardi, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah.
Really quite not sure because, like you said, he's definitely a character that has the potential to be one of the best this season.
Yeah.
And he definitely has robbery factor too, if you want to go back to that as well, because the damage is through the roof.
Minardi was using V-Trigger 2. I forgot who he lost to. I'm pretty sure he lost first to Oil King. I don't remember who else it was.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, I'm actually very surprised by the character usage. So far, it didn't seem like anyone really jumped on the bandwagon yet on, like, the newer top-tier characters. But definitely a big difference in Giles, Minots, and Cammys. That's for certain.
Yes.
But this tournament didn't really feel like no character was really abused. It was more like just the player kind of thing. There was none of that like, oh, this character is just so snooze. This character is so easy to play. Like it's carrying this player. Like I really feel like everything felt more balanced. I guess I would say. So, well, actually, with that being said, though, I think a notable character we should talk about is G this tournament.
Yeah.
A lot of G players. Knuckledew was using G. 801 Strider, who I think has got the best G, honestly. Smug was using G.
Smug's G is also really good.
Sorry, Amir?
Smug's G is also really good. I would say that
very good.
They're the 2 top G players.
Yeah, I think
right
Smug
now,
and Strider. Yeah. So like there was a lot of G players and who was it that was saying that G wasn't that good?
Well, the Japanese players don't think that G is that good, which I mean, they got shown, I guess. They got shown that G can definitely win, especially in a tournament setting, where he's such an explosive character. One of the best beat triggers in the game would be one. Just the comeback potential is immense.
Yes.
And I mean, you get command grab twice, and it's like all of your health. So, what you gonna do?
It's interesting. If you look back on some of the matches with G, you'll notice that like most of the matches that G wins, it's like he either got his V trigger out or he'll just destroy them before his V trigger. He even had enough like health gone from V trigger, and then all the matches that like he lost, or he wasn't able to activate at all.
Yeah,
he just lives and dies by it.
He's a quite polarizing character.
Yeah, he really is, man. Yeah. So I hope to see more G's in the future. Honestly, I really do. He's pretty entertaining to watch. People aren't really complaining. Like G's just immune to people complaining about the whole 50-50 thing compared to some other characters like Laura, right, or Abigail. Yeah. So I hope we continue to see because he's quite interesting new character to the series.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree.
Okay, let's just talk about some notable players here in the top 8 specifically, some of their matches. I guess let's start with Brian F. It was nice seeing him make it the top 8. Looks like he's really like practiced hard to get this far, and but he also seemed a little nervous as well too. With the, I mean, he was chewing gum, man, during his matches, and just the way he was chewing that gum, I don't know.
Well,
it was making me nervous.
You said it on stream. He's a solid player for sure, and that's what got him to top 8. Well, except that one time that he jumped and didn't block a super boom.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was godlike.
But no, I mean maybe he's not accustomed to being under pressure like that. Like against so many players, and maybe he cracked a little bit. I don't know. Like it could just have been that the other player played better. Like I don't want to discredit him at all. He still made it to top 8, and he played. Must have been playing great to get there, and yeah, like I mean, it was interesting. It was interesting to see him for sure.
But now he knows he has the potential, right?
Yes,
like that's a big deal. Like if there's any tournament, like that was the one because everyone was there. So and it's also exciting because he was using Balrog as well, right? Who's not quite at the very top, but like now it shows that he can get far with just one character.
Yeah, for sure. He's a good character, but I don't think anyone would put him in a ideal top 5, right? So it's interesting that he made it there with Balrog, like you said.
But like I said, he runs into less stuff for Balrog's bad matchups, like less Giles, less Monots.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a big deal. You really see some of these players who are dedicated to these characters from day one are having an easier time dealing less with matchups and more to the player, playing the player, Speaking of which, sure. Momochi, probably the most dominant player this season so far, or in preseason, I guess, because Momochi won Evo Japan, used Zeku. Yes. I mean, he did use Colleen as well, but mostly Zeku, and Momochi mostly used Zeku as well this tournament, and made it all the way to grand finals, right? In winners, and Momochi's just really dominant. Zeku just really fits his playstyle, and honestly, straight up, Momochi is much more entertaining to watch because I felt like he was super snooze when he used Colleen. Honestly, I'm very pleased with this character switch.
I'm still kind of upset that he's not playing Ken, although I totally understand.
Oh yeah,
don't get me wrong. I totally understand why he made the switch, but I really like watching Momochi play Ken.
Me too.
Is Zeku definitely better than Colleen as far as entertainment value? I agree, but
yeah.
Still not there for me. Maybe I'm just a big hater.
I like the idea of just any pro player switching up characters and seeing something new. I mean, Zeku has been being explored a lot in the end of the last season and the beginning of this season. I still feel like there's more to explore with the character, and you can really see Zeku's potential. I feel like Zeku's a character that's really going to go up on the tier list for a lot of players near the end of the season. For sure, as it gets explored more and more. Definitely not an easy character to pick up, though. That's for damn sure. So it's really going to come down to the most creative minds to really push that character forward. But yeah, it's exciting watching Momochi, and he came really close to winning the first major and closing up and really dominating. I think he's the most dominating player right now, though, is Momochi. He's super good.
Yeah, or close to it.
Or close to it, yeah. Just 2 grand finals in a row. Yeah. But, of course, we got to talk about the champion himself, Punk. Has he returned, Mir? Is Punk back?
Well, I mean, I hope for him that he is. Because his play was definitely on point this tournament.
It was amazing, dude. The confirms and the crouching medium kicks?
Yeah. I feel like Punk is one of those players that when he's in his element, he's doing really well. Like his confidence just boosts his level of play even more, right?
Yes.
Like it's kind of like snowballs into this really awesome player. But it kind of feels at least that he's I don't want to say easily influenced, but when he starts performing a little bit worse, it kind of like gets to him a little bit.
Oh, it snowballs a little bit? Okay.
So it goes both directions basically. If he's playing well, he plays even better.
Yeah.
But as soon as something happens, kind of slowing down, it does hurt him for sure.
One thing I want to talk about is Punk mainly used Karin this tournament, and we know that Karin is one of the big buffed characters this season because the health buff is quite significant for a character like that, right? Also, her heavy punch is no longer a crush counter, which allows her to use it a lot more in neutral and get effective confirms from it. I mean, that's most significant. There's the V-Trigger 1, which makes the what's it called, the bait a little bit more effective as well. But we really haven't seen that being abused in this tournament. But with that being said, though, do you feel like Punk got carried by these buffs, or is it just Punk would have won anyways? You know, like, do these buffs helped him this tournament with Karin?
I will say that I think that the nerf to the other top tiers helped and created more like a character meta that's more convenient.
I agree.
Well, maybe convenient is not the word, but it's more where Karin can shine, basically.
Yeah.
Karin's always been a really good character.
Yes.
But now, especially, you know, with the buffs, like you said, and the fact that the other top tiers are not quite as top tier, she can play her game, and, you know, she's unrivaled in footsies, right?
Yes.
Like, really good pulse, movement speed, explosive damage, great conversions. I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, it's a combination of everything. Like, the buffs and the fact that the top tiers are weaker, and maybe Punk was just like playing really well. That too, right?
Yeah. But I mean, Punk was struggling trying to figure out ways around Abigail last season, right? Having troubles with Minot. You know, these are characters, like I said, we're seeing less and less. And with Karin, I mean, another thing too is, remember, Punk just absolutely mauled Momochi, mauled him. I think he reset that bracket in less than 5 minutes. Okay, 3-0. It was destruction. And I think one of those things is Momochi plays the style that Punk wants to play. You know, he wants to play on the ground. My reactions versus your reactions, right? My buttons versus your buttons. And Punk is playing literally the most ideal character for him, for his style. And it was Momochi was taking so many throws, and by the time Momochi finally gave up and started trying to tech those throws, he was getting shimmied, and it was just, like I said, it was domination. So, like you said, Mir, it's pretty much a combination of everything. You know, the Karin buffs, Punk playing absolutely solid and playing the way he wants to play, having to deal with less characters that give him problems, all those things, and I expect Punk to do really well this season, for sure. Yeah. It's interesting, these the patch notes, how it affects a lot of things. Of course, it's kind of anecdotal because it's, you know, it's just one tournament, but I mean, we have NCR coming up as well this month, so I'm excited to see how those results turn out as well.
Yeah, maybe top 8 will be 8 birdies.
Yeah, maybe
and then we'll have to wonder what. Yeah.
So I'd like to see this trend. I also want to see after these 2 majors, because I'm sure most of the players are going to be there for NCR as well. You might as well, for the people that flew down. Right? So, I mean, I'm interested to see if anyone is going to jump the ship and maybe explore different characters as well. I wonder how the G players are thinking too. So we'll have to see. There's definitely
especially with Street Fighter V, you know, a lot of people say how simple it is to pick up a new character. I would expect more variety. Coming from all these pro players.
Were you throwing shade?
No, I'm just saying. Dude, like, everyone's like, this game's so easy. Like, this game's so easy. Then pick up the rest of the cast.
That was so passive aggressive the way you said that just now. It's just like, what? Sorry, Mir. I mean,
this isn't passive aggressive. This is real aggressive. Go out and learn a new character, Tim.
That's funny.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, but like, in all seriousness, I definitely expect, you know, pro players to pick up new characters, especially, you know, when there's so many different matchups that can kind of like be, I don't want to say exploited, but by having a secondary, you know, like maybe it's a really bad matchup for your main, but you have your secondary ready and it can just cover you without having, you know, to struggle in the tournament because just one bad matchup.
Last thing, before we close this video, Mir, what do you think about if we got like an update that released multiple characters, like say 2 or 3, hypothetically, how much do you think it would affect the CPT if Capcom wanted to go out crazy with a patch and release?
Well, there's a lot of
at once?
There's a lot of tournaments in April, right? So, I mean, it would be great for us, right? Us as players of the game, of course. It would be a lot of new content. The meta would shift. There would be so many interesting things to explore and experiment with. But I would imagine that for the pro players, well, it could be a struggle to learn every new character. Unless they all suck, you know. That's a possibility.
Street Fighter tournaments are so different, right? Because everyone can enter their tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, for sure.
You might run into some random in pools that's using a character that just came out, you know? Like a Makoto grab into death.
Yeah, and since the game's so easy, right? You can just pick it up and play it.
Oh my god, here we go. Yeah, we better close up the video now before Miri goes completely off here. Alright guys, let us know what you thought about Final Round, the character usage, the tier list as it is right now, and of course, the players, and also hang in tight guys on the update ship. Alright? Just hang on tight. It hasn't sunk yet, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, Miri, thanks for joining with us, guys. Do us a solid. Please like the video. And, of course, subscribe to the channel. And, yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. So, till then, guys, take care.